Hi, my two fans. Sorry, I haven't really done any investing, but the other two videos were for setup. So this is a typical 401k statement that you get in your mail January, February, and goes in the trash directly afterward. I'm going to show you kind of what things mean. Sorry, it looks kind of like an undercover document from the CIA, just you know how internet trolls are. So instead of just throwing it away, you can take a minute and see if you're actually investing or if you're just sucking up wind. First page, pretty typical stuff, just tells you about you, your balance history, whatnot. Second page shows you contributions where you can see what your account did. Last year was a really good year if you're just in anything generally, the market, you made 20%, could be down 20% some year, doesn't matter much. And I'll show you why that is pretty soon. So here's where you can find your basis, which is how much you put in. It'll be in your contributions to account. You can show your lifetime contributions, and you can see if you're making money or losing money. Here's where it gets interesting. So all 401k plans have a few different options. This one looks like it's got 10 options, which is pretty standard, 10 to 20, there's nothing too special. 401ks are pretty boring investing, but they're really powerful and they tend to work if you stick with it. So a lot of people are like, what do I pick? And frankly, it's pretty simple. You just pick whatever's doing best in this scenario. And then you're like, well, how do I know what's doing best? You can go to Fund Performance there that you see right here. It gives you the 1 year, 3 year, 5 year performances. And as you can see, there's only a few standouts. Typically, I go to 5 year. And 5 year will tell you kind of the trends and if there's anything really crazy that you're looking at. For these 10 funds, they're all super boring and they're all pretty bad except for, 3 or 4. One thing you'll find when you start a 401k is that you have no idea what it's in. You probably won't even care for like the first year. Doesn't matter. 1 year doesn't matter. You'll probably find yourself, making 2% or something. But that's not really important because you only got like $2,000 in there. Now, if you're going, 8, 9 years, you get a couple, 50 grand in there and you're only making 2. That's, you missed out on, say, 14 if you were making 2. So switch it sooner rather than later. As you can see from mine, I took my own advice, surprise, surprise, and picked the one that was doing best. You can see that my past account distribution and allocations are all green. You're like, well, which one's the green one? And they're really not too clear. Oh, it's just long-term growth ones or whatever. But there it is. You can just see that I'm 100% C fund. The reason for that is because the C fund is the best performing fund. As you can see from this number right here, which is 15, and this number right here, which is 21. I picked that when I was, 22 or 23 or something, and it's done pretty well for me. I know it's been good years, so I'm waiting for a big downturn so that I can still be right. But anyway, I've done, 16%, 12%, 21% for the last 1, 3, and 5 years. Lastly, something that's kind of important, not really important. What's really important is that you actually put money in, which you can't even see because I blocked mine out just because. But the other thing is expenses. For expenses, they're typically low for 401ks because people are just sitting there watching their money grow like you are, and they're charging you for the benefit of it. But whatever, it's a good program because it's tax-free. So you'll pay them 32 cents per $1,000. And, say it's $100,000, that's 100 times 32 cents, that's $32. Frankly, worth it if you're going to make the tax savings. Not worth it if you're going to pull it out and use it for other things besides retirement, which is what it's for, but worth it if you're making the tax savings because taxes on 100 grand is like, 20 grand. So if you wait till you're 59 and a half, use this wisely, it'll easily make you a millionaire. But yeah, comment with any questions. Pretty simple standard 401k thing that now when you see it in the mail, you can run through this video and make sure that you're doing this part, because that's what actually matters once you get a few years in. You know, first year doesn't matter. 5th year it does. 10th year, you lost half your money. 20th year, you know, you're on food stamps. So, yeah, comment if you want.